ene ye offer ye nua ye papa eye uncle when friend uncle ben Brako and ebetwetwe enkomo na uncle.
Yes sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho bibi aboko.
Nyamenkwa.
Combination you heavy.
So
what I'm going to say, a combination. Yeah, thanks once again for coming.
That's my pleasure.
MC didn't come all way back, I think during the COVID. Just after COVID, yeah, time up me hosting a year, Paulina Udru. So that time he didn't come back and to Mama so. Now, me that's say you are the third artist 2024 on my show. Wow. And 203 on the list of legends I've interviewed over 10 years and above. 203 and still counting. Now, Chebi Ansani they are starting now. Which will be Ansana.
Oh,
Michia,
Ghana phone now, especially my fans, because they make me who I am. And yes, I miss so come on.
Yes. Yes, the best comes from the West. I want to ask the best comes from the West when it comes to music. Oshe Ebuteles, Oshe Jolaka, Oshe Ambule, Oshe AB Crenso. So your parents, your mom is from?
My mom is from Cape Coast.
And your dad?
And my dad is Alachim.
Okay. So where do you get your color?
Oh, my mom is half English.
Oh, okay. Miss race.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Since you can have cars, you can miss race.
Mixed race is probably correct.
You can sing with my correcting.
I think well, you're defining people by their color, which already is not a very.
No, by where they are coming from. Also, Bruni, Bibini. How do you call them? If it's not mixed race, if it's not half caste, I say Black Americans, some say African American. So how do you address it with your experience? How do we?
Oh, I look at it basically from the culture of the person.
Okay.
Say, oye bibini, oye Ghanaian, and that's oye Fantini, oye Sa, and then I made it define, because ebo oye tuntumpa, but the behavior be abrofusem.
Okay.
Biso I say Bruni, but. Say the living style, yeah, traditional.
Oh, okay. Tia wo hemfa.
Me a woman
Accra born. Sabe bem.
Colleague on the area.
So your childhood, how many places now? Atlanta.
Hey, because
areas Atlanta.
Let me say because I make kaya.
Na way of life impacted on you?
Nina, say me papa no na were a Greek officer.
Okay.
With Cocoa Affairs, first with Ministry of Agriculture and then Cocoa Affairs. And they used to post him in different areas, different villages, throughout his life. And normally, you basically Cape Coast with my grandmother. But in me papa ko baby no settle, then we all go there. And Tiatanta baby Yatna Adeso Suhum Yatna a friend say Chebi Yatna Takrade Yatna Winiba Yatna Akosumbo.
Your longest stay, it would
difficult. I think the base in the Cape Coast because
longer period.
So we always return to Cape Coast. We always repair back to Cape Coast.
Now, how do you name certain songs? Instrumentation.
Normally, even instrumentals, they come from an idea.
Okay.
To say my first instrumental recording of a friend and Poe. Adum tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now Adum tomorrow no. Enyuma metro and coming babeto. And come it was
singing,
written as a singing vocal song, but me call studio no. Na me fresi lyrics ni I decided that it's a very good song, very strong song, so I'll do it as an instrumental. Later na say me imagine say may vocal may, but it was a good song. And it is from the idea say ochna.
Okay.
It's always a grace. It always gives you a new opportunity to start all over again or to build more on what you have.
Actually, so instrumentals like I say Adum tomorrow. Okay, say more title, you can't guess anything. Just a wild imagination. Be inspired to think about whatever.
Yes. But the best songs, you tune in the language you don't understand.
Yes.
What am I saying? But it gives you a certain feeling. And when that feeling coincides with the idea behind it, then you really, capture the whole essence of the song. Okay. What am I saying? And instrumentals, it's me boy instrumentals. And now, what instrumentals we say? When him Samba Party, Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful song, and it always gives you a certain happiness feeling. And it doesn't matter that it's an instrumental or not. It engenders a more particular vibes.
Okay. I don't tomorrow no GBC or GTV then no more schedule Hona. Oh yes, I can't drama cry. What's that? I can't drama. No more boy.
Oh, Debbie. Ghana, no, one more boy I brought too much.
No royalties from the station?
No, at all. They never paid royalties those days at all. They never paid up to now. A lot of issues. Media issues. They don't pay. They don't pay. And we try minimize the committee and they have to log.
Yeah, they log.
They don't.
I don't know. So how long is it going to take? So last night we were saying, we know our problems. People keep explaining our problems to us, but if you are saying problem, I also can solution.
Yes.
So when I say I diagnose you, then you look for medicine. I diagnose you. You call lab. You may test it, but it didn't solve it. Those in charge are also making sure we do the right thing.
A lot of them know they don't empathize with certain professions. To say musicianship, people don't value it. They value it intrinsically, but they don't put monetary value on it. And they tend to even devalue the personalities. We are musician keke.
No, but you see, unfortunately, or say unfortunately, whatever, those in charge are industry players. They've been there before.
Yeah.
Creative art in a shrine. Marco Krekumante is the deputy on your substantive minister. So over Candy, but me or not come resign anyway because me impact on my people are. A few days ago, me picture of Alliance for Change. Group be now marketing film. To call maintaining can be. Yes. Uncle Bessa Salmons. Artia say the main man.
Yeah.
We are yet to see. Minim de Koso.
Yeah, I think so.
Bessa is your body.
But Bessa's my
more year to make things right.
Well, Cecilia Bessa is more concerned about the retirement of musicians, because a lot of musicians, one more retire, one more mobile, and then they are at the mercy of people, giving them gifts here and there. Our woman need any income now because our structure. First of all, our economy is limited, and you can only make so much. But even then, our structure is such that they don't earn. Like you say, copyright income, much of it, even once they are active, they don't get much from that. Or try to set up a retirement benefit thing. So contribute to kakra whilst you're active. It will give you residual income for life.
So insurance be
I say retirement benefits visa.
But things say that's my suggestion to him. I feel say as music their main concern the welfare of artists. No, they should team up and push Gamro or push the system or the government to enforce the logging system.
Oh yes,
because I say over 30 years. 30
years.
Eyokoko auduaye nti nei katifie no can login should feed you.
Yes.
So the best way to get money for the artist is that thing.
Yes, that is very true. But Mose, they are not able to enforce it. I don't know why.
So government also legislature be to enforce it.
Government one more.
So they log. You say the word lobby through parliament.
They've tried all that. I don't know how effective they've been in trying that, but I think they could do much more. They could do much more. I mean, they have. One time we had people being arrested on the roadsides selling bootleg music.
Yeah.
And also be bibi basa okochi na amanfa kokoka na you don't get any benefit from it. And it still goes on. It still goes on. And I say, we keep enforcing it. But it doesn't happen.
Because the old age here Kenya, every weekend they get the best of airplays. Every weekend, old school. Radio station for free.
Sanity. Oko hotels, oko now for free.
So if Bessa wants to do something for the aged ones, I think it's almost starting lobby government, They enforce at least.
That is the work of Gamro. It's a Gamro.
Gamro pressure. It's a Gamro, like I said. Rex Oma is a musician.
Yeah.
Sequoia Becano. It's no mono music are now moment welfare, but also pushing Rex Oma to the wall. To also push the government to the wall. Yeah.
The musicians, I say Ghana for almost say they don't put pressure on their elected representatives.
Exactly.
They don't hold them to account.
To hold your ball.
There's a culture it doesn't make us hold our leaders to account.
Yeah.
But say traditional, they can hold them to account. It happened. Nana bi kwa catch me say onya kwa ko be China na ni di no wako parliament because MPs no womo ye bibia obi an tumi nka hwe. But ono na no womo collect ska for 120 cedis. I say how haro.
Sure. Obu check it to across the pressure.
So they know how to deal with their own culture and tradition, but what this system they don't know how to handle it. Most people don't know how to hold government to account.
Okay, Ben, how can somebody get a hit song? This was on your first album, Bayan, and let's say how many songs on the album? Bayan, yes. Okay,
7, I think.
7 songs. Yes, now it's 7. And almost all of them hit songs.
And almost all of them.
All of them.
All of them. I don't know, sir. These songs, most of them, I wrote them when I was in Legon.
Okay. As a student?
As a student, yes. And I had them for a long time before I recorded them.
To become like a professional musician?
Yes, because initially, me fee secondary school, now can me go straight into music.
Right.
But me make a chance say me want finish university to give me a safety net because music be a very risky across and also to set an example for my younger siblings.
Right.
I decided to do that. And me war university I spent a lot of time that's when I started composing songs. And I had a guitar in my room. Every time I me bought guitar, I me freezing. I even formed a band when I was in school. Legon, yes. A friend, Agromba Gudureba.
It's not one and a financing.
Yeah, we just play with guitars and keyboards. That's it.
Okay.
And
let's go with you.
Oh, Debbie, and Tisakra. But who say if you have the passion, and when you focus on something, the more you focus on things, the more things reveal themselves to you. So, and you know, all we had was acoustic guitars.
Okay.
But say, you were only 2 gigs
in school. It
was just out of
fun.
Out of in fact, the group for me just to test my own songs. Until we only played Brako and then 1 or 2 Ifrimamu, because we had this
Ifrimamu.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of his songs was referred Ejamu Namikowi.
My lines can crave.
No, instrumental.
Oh, okay.
We had the flutist, a fellow Boaye, or introduced those songs, you know. So we played only 2 gigs, but the thing is, long after me really gone, some of the people who saw our performance could remember the songs. They could remember the songs. Michelle maybe say, hey Ben, maybe a maguzo, you know. I realized that they had it maybe only once, but it made an impact. And then my group members also were one more encouraging me, I should do something with it. But me after some time, you know, I feel say, SME,
okay,
because I was in the corporate world. I work with shipping. I work in shipping. I work with Film Africa Kwanzaa. You know, I did various jobs and then even formed my own consultancy. But now I wasn't fulfilled. Now I felt something was missing in my life, and I decided to go and pursue my music.
Right. Baya na idea. That word baya.
Also word winti bayada.
How's that word? Coach and user.
Going back. I said Sankofa.
Oh, I see. So, but your first recording now was in London?
Yeah.
To Ghana, the one you're recording, yeah.
Oh, my recordings, much later in Ghana.
No, before your first album.
Never.
No,
never.
One play any band after school.
There be. But whilst we were in school, we had a band.
No, because
school
after.
Band. After no, I didn't. Yeah, sometimes we go to a place and there's a band playing. Then I will sing maybe some copyright like Otis Redding or something like that, because people knew me for that,
So to get a hit song, it's not about how talented you are. It's not about how skillful you are.
It's a skill. It's a skill because certain people consistently have hits. What you say? So there's a skill set to it.
To get a hit.
Sometimes they specialize, almost specialize in lyrics.
Okay.
Woman need lyrics. It was about a crowdia. But lyrics don't require a specialty. And then writing the melody too is something else.
Okay.
But you do what you feel. You get an inspiration. And now what formulate and now whether it will be a hit or not, it's
you can't tell.
You can't tell.
Can luck also play a role?
Oh yeah, luck can play a role, and even promotion can play a role, because some terrible songs have become hits because they push them.
So the more you hear it, also in America, say tune into radio station, you boy to me boss. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, who's that? Human beings, repetition is what they used to learn. From learning now, repetitions are, and we're used to regurgitating what we hear. And
probably be a new boy say, "Utati radio," and you be boss. That crowd that you do, and they pay for that, right?
Yeah. They pay for that. And also, I mean, they get royalties from that. And to me a deal. So, you get push the song, and then
at the end of this period,
you get a share. You get a share from the royalties, but it's not something that is open. Producers need promoters, and need managers. No, they are in league with the DJs.
Okay.
But of course, the DJ has to be also like your product sometimes.
Who was your executive producer for this album, the buyer?
There was one guy called Kwekwishan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's deceased now. He was a friend of mine. He
SGA. Okay.
Yeah, he financed the production of the copies,
vinyls,
and the cassettes,
Right.
So, he did that. But I recorded it all by myself. I mean, I financed.
And he did the marketing.
He didn't do the marketing. He financed. We are so become
copies.
Cover no. And
print out.
First.
And I'm going to play a role.
Yeah.
There can be royalties be out there. How do you going to trace it?
Oh, sir.
And because we travel now, because I know of Ebotela, Germany. Now, so much trying to find out if someone then say, the first album. Tina, if you want to, copies of the vinyls.
Yeah, I mean, I myself I want to do that because vinyls are coming back.
Yeah,
and very pricey now. But it's something if you get to know, you can do something about it, and then you know who did it. But you're supposed to have protection from the copyright associations that you belong to. And
musically, so some government time I started period ben who say no the government or the institution no and make effort be a navy it is say more than that.
Be who period be sir. I mean
slow sir.
Yeah, I mean sometimes they pay lip service, but in honesty, governments are not focused on the arts and the culture stuff. It's not their. The woman feels it's not part of the roots now. They omit me did you know?
They omit me 50 figures now. What was I need this one? Life in UK. Let's say. You left 80 for UK
83, 84, I think.
Now we relocated to London, or it was a project?
No, I relocated because I wanted a clean slate to start my music career.
Okay. So first time in UK, life. Can you share with us? Life in UK.
Well, it was exciting, and at that time I started raising a family. And it's all a great adventure. I mean, it doesn't matter where I am. I do my best to enjoy the life and to try to be creative in whatever I do. I've enjoyed every moment of my life.
In UK, who stay UK for how long?
We stay in UK. I'm there almost 20 years, I would say.
Now Brako.
Yeah, but not member frequently.
Okay.
sometimes minya gigs near the Alamaba. But I wasn't a frequent visitor.
Okushema na obai. Obeto Payola. Payola no beto.
Payola no beto me. Me release it by there was no Payola. I know the DJs they love your music, they'll push it. Now if you appreciate and you give them something, fine. But it wasn't say pay to play.
Now Obekai presenters are almost so more pushing.
Oh yes, there were people like Carl Ajman Banama, the late, who used to be a stalwart at GBC. You know, he did in-depth interviews with me. He pushed it a lot. There was this guy, friends say, I said Bronika Kra.
Tommy and Enforcement? Tommy almost said.
Sound.
Okay, my dream boss.
No, please don't copy me. Maybe.
Like over interview.
He was a very great guy. You know, he supported me. You know, very strongly.
Right. And that kind of Poncho, GBC. Okay. Tell me, release Bayano. Who were your? Let me use competitors in quotes. Who were also
contemporaries. Actually, at that time, that was when John Kay was releasing his songs.
Okay.
And for instance, George Darko.
Okay.
You know, was a bit before me. And okay. So those were the people who were on top, you know, at that time.
And not Charles
Charles came a bit later.
Okay.
Rex Jemfino.
Okay.
If you remember Rex Jemfino.
Rex Jemfino, yes. What about the Sir Roberto?
It's in but
okay.
He wasn't that prominent at the time.
And what else? That's not Lumba release.
Yes. Na Lumba was Lumba. Kojoentri, yeah.
Kojoentri.
Yeah. Amachidede was one of them.
And then confusion title. Oh, I see.
Oh, those people were already in the music field.
Yes.
And they decided to come out.
Okay.
At that period, but they were always musicians. Whereas I was from the corporate world, and then I decided to come into music. I wasn't happy with it, you know. I wasn't happy with it because people made demands. And you know,
you think it's not right?
No, it's not right. It cannot be right.
But what if you have to pay to get more airplays and also?
Well, that's what the whole point is about. But that is not how they should earn their income, and that is not how music and the arts should be promoted. What am I saying? You know, so somebody does a very good song just because maybe they can't afford to, or they don't want to bribe. It's a bribe. Yes.
Any appreciation?
Okay, no, appreciation. We don't demand appreciation. Appreciation is when Obiaye idea man now we need you so. This is just from my heart.
What if somebody says, okay, so you have an idea, okay, you go to the studio, you book for studio time, you pay the engineer, whoever, or work talk inlays, or marketer, hold on, your command and say, oh, okay, autonomy. Now, the person going to play in the office it's not right. We'll give you this argument now.
No, that's not an argument. That is not an argument at all, because you're talking about production.
Okay.
Production, you have to pay for it.
Yes.
You go to the studio, you pay for the studio.
Okay.
And now it's a facility that you can enjoy.
Okay.
In fact, radios are supposed to pay you for using your music.
So they need you. You don't need them.
Yes. But Hano, everywhere they do a bit of that. But it's subtle. It's not as if say, people can bunch together and try to suppress your music. Say they won't give you the airing of it. But I mean, like for instance, that's why our music is not popular outside so much, because they discriminate by their own music. To say you can't go to Jamaica and put high life on the same level as reggae or dancehall, so on and mention the hair. So they always give a preference to their own traditional popular music. So, and that is a form of discrimination. But but if you in such a case, like Nigerian music, they could afford to deal with the big DJs and influence them and big producers. So that's how they got the breakthrough. What you must say, and also very good production, obviously.
So can we also say the radio cannot survive without music?
No, it can't.
But musicians can survive without radio?
Yes, musicians were there before radio. There were musicians, plying their trade long before radio. Let me tell you. Radio became an avenue to disperse music, to expose music, to air music, and television and all that. But musicians and musicianship was there long before that.
Before radio. Okay. And someone else. And someone else will be yeah, Benny discuss it anyway. Why did you use that pseudo? Then now title of pseudo.
No, I grew up where I lived in Cape Coast. It was just close to pseudo. And the government developed some estates close by until all their friends pseudo estates. In fact, Besak was in the same estates.
Oh, okay.
And the village was very close, so we interacted a lot with them. And but I catch it from 1% woman villages no
baby girl.
But I interacted with them a lot, and I have a passion for them. And one time going back, I realized there was the spirit in the place was going down. Into the song is Sudu Atopan. No, Atopan. Just it's getting empty.
Okay.
All the young men
are leaving,
migrating, yeah, that kind of thing.
It's now to the motivated or manasa or the crazy or now
no, I related it to so many things. To say, to motherhood.
Okay.
I said, Mumbai ne jam hoko. Wama mifi atopan. Na sudu is the mreche ne fikromoko. Wama sudu atopan. That kind of thing. So we're talking about some kind of emptiness. Some kind of melancholy. It was a bad time. And you feel you miss it.
Okay. How did you handle piracy?
Too much. Me the big crack courts. Man, one time we share was shopping in London. Now it was being physical. It was on the moon. But because it came out in the press. It came out in the press. Me bagana no be catch me say when you know you chapa. No, they will call baby or chairman for Muchalo. No, they will call shop be so or see a tombi or ho. Enti me call shop maybe some more Beyonce I. Let me say, enti obetomba or say I. Enti or tomba kumari.
As evidence.
Enti me shada told me no. So that I'll have the evidence. Enti me see one more courts. But a drawn out thing into me, I had to go back because I had gigs, in Germany and all that. I mean, to me, just sit down and wait for the case until I left it. But I made sure, you know, they were arrested and, you know, they were named and shamed.
But one night handle market in Ghana.
Marketing, no, me and I handle it through various people. It wasn't one
person,
but there was one agency that
distributor
that was in charge of a MMRS.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Gedilai, you know, his outfit, you know, marketing outfits. So they did a great job.
Obi antwendi market obi antwendi kakra.
Oh, sir, Piracy,
okay.
Piracy.
Most of that time, I be protected Piracy. That's a tag be.
The tag be the ball, you know, so
Bandro. Yes,
but it wasn't effective. It wasn't effective.
I don't know if we moving from UK to US.
Oh, maybe Ghana. Met Ghana for another 10 years.
Okay.
Or more.
After UK, no? Okay.
Until I was based in Ghana. Nah.
Years when you know.
Maybe Ghana, I think 80. You know.
80?
19. Hey, 2000.
Yeah. We are sending a picture of CC. I will Love FM. 2006. I will Love FM with Kumasi. I'm so by interview me. We don't send me. Or no picture no send him on WhatsApp. I feel me.
Okay.
Any. Now we'll see the video call.
Okay.
Your friend Bella Kantanka.
Oh wow.
Love FM. James at 206 over in Uko interview. Yes.
Yeah.
Timuna now walk Ghana.
No more Ghana. Nah. Eja. Nyame bre ma chede we.
And don't be too assy. No me. What be too assy call US? Okay.
Yeah.
And you enjoying US? Or to compare UK?
Oh yeah. I mean, I enjoy US much better.
US
much better.
Do you miss? But sorry, Ghana.
But I mean, Ghana is my home.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing something there. So when it's over,
you come back home.
Yeah, we'll come back home.
Do you miss Trump?
Trump?
Do you miss him?
I never even liked him. How will I miss him?
Oh, say but later we miss him.
No.
You never miss Trump?
Why would I miss a narcissist like that? Somebody nasty person, you know. No.
Trump. Because I don't say who. This song Nkwansan. That is
the traditional
Portno. Why that song?
So I've told you I'm big on culture and tradition. Nkwansan the castle.
Okay.
It's in a light mode. Who say Yeswano, you catch us say. So we did Venici. That's what we did. That what tougher.
Chance in man.
There was a saying like that, just to discourage people from
doing that,
developing gluttony. Say, follow it, they need too much. So that was the basis of that song.
So growing up, your mom, your dad, one and I hard on you.
Well, my dad used to lift us with our two hands, with one hand.
Okay,
yeah. But my mom was constantly there. Or my dad used to foray and my mom was the one who shaped us.
Okay. Any advice you can remember? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So shaping your.
Yeah, that's one typical thing that she taught me at a very young age.
Okay.
Because I had a bad temper, very bad temper. Now my brother Penny, or teasing me. You know, he was my elder brother, and he used to tease me a lot. Until me yana fede me boof na me na me dinechi. You know, na me kikem sa na mama that my friend was say Ben, I think why are you so troubled? Let me say I am powerful. You know, I am powerful. Why then? Let me so also me as Kofi Yo-Yo Kraba. There was a bad person in Cape Coast called Kofi Yo-Yo Kraba. I was started calling me that name.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I was very upset. Mama said, I'm so happy for me, Kofi Yo-Yo Kraba. I said, oh, Dama. Now, I hear Kofi Yo-Yo Kraba. So why are you troubling yourself? I said, Okana and Kasanoa, Obije. I thought about it. I said, damn. And you know, I stopped
chasing him,
and he stopped because that was his game. So, oh, but you know, I used to have a very bad temper, and that taught me a lot. So, you know, I waste my energy and my time on nonsense. I don't. So it was a big lesson for me.
Fashion. Years ago, some pictures be popping up with you and your wife, and then a some movement in the buy.
Oh,
why is our photo shoot? No, then what was?
No, it's something that we do.
Okay.
Me and my wife, we do. We know we have lots of shots. With a time I met you because
they can't be about public.
So we did it not for publicity, but we do these things ourselves. You know, by in fear, you see our pictures, you know, we take time and trouble to do that. And me post to one of the pictures, and somebody claimed, say, I was using my wife for publicity, because it was quite tasty and attractive. Now, to respond to that person, I sent that picture that we took together to show him, say, it wasn't, I'm not trying to use my wife as such, but this is something that we do, that we love. And, you know, we think it's very creative. A lot of people love it. You know, some people have it in their homes. Some people come and demand that we keep
kind of flags and colors.
And we do a lot of pictures like that. And I posted that to show, say,
we're photo models.
Who's that wife or
photo models.
Oh yes, I mean I love my childhood. You know, it was a lot to take in. You know, and I just enjoyed it so much. I would say, Mekai, all those children's songs, recitations. You know, we used to do a lot. You know, playing. You know, it was very enjoyable. All the time, I'm a musician.
Parents are blocking that.
No.
Okay.
No. Maybe I won't take him seriously. So we are colliding. Me debate for a place.
Okay, you have 3 albums. Baya something, right? No, Baya was the first album. Second, everybody, and the best of
Ben Brako. Then we have Sudu, and then we have Adende.
How do you manage fame?
It's not easy. It's something you have to learn how to handle it, because a lot of people say a lot of things to you or about you, and you know, sometimes if you let it get to your head, then it's very disturbing. You start believing a hype, you know, but you should remain rooted in yourself.
Okay.
That's the way to handle it for me.
And Abua. HammerTime. Okay. Brako became.
Right. This has been a very extensive interview. It's about the only interview I remember that has exposed all my music. So much of my music, because normally, they play the 4 or 5 most popular tracks and leave it at that. But because you've gone very deep, into a lot of stuff, especially my music, and exposed the music, and I'm glad, I'm happy.
I appreciate. You will say that base and radio no. You part 2. Happy weekend to all of you. Enjoy HammerTime next week.